Vijay, is this your first class today, or I think in the previous class we have done the PyTorch installation. Is it done for you, or I think you were there, no? Last time when we did the PyTorch installation.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Actually, I was there. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So so today we'll be starting with tensors, right? The tensors is nothing but the uh, so basically this demo we will ship to 7 a.m. Is it okay with you, Vijay? Morning
Yes, ma'am.
7 to 8. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So I'll talk with ma'am, and tomorrow onwards it will be shifted to 7. Not tomorrow, maybe after after maybe Wednesday, because we have one more batch. Once that is finished, then only we'll shift. So whenever that is finished, that time I'll update you. Maybe mostly this Thursday or Friday onwards, we'll be shifting it to 7 o'clock instead of 6:30. Okay.
Ma'am, there is no evening batch for this, ma'am.
There we started one evening batch and then we stopped it. So we will be having one batch only the morning time. Let's see. So the timing I'm available in the evening time. Mostly, let's talk with others, right? So it will be a morning batch. This batch will be morning batch. Others I spoke with them. Do you have any timing issue, Vijay, in this time?
Actually, 6:30 was too early. That's why I asked the institution people if there is an evening batch, you can join me. But it didn't happen in
Yeah,
between.
correct. So evening we moved it to morning. I think 7 o'clock will be okay, na? Morning 7 to 8.
7 to 8 is okay because somebody said okay, you also have a class from 7:30 to 8:30. That's why
No,
I thought.
no. 7:30 to 8:30, that batch will finish. So we have few topics left. K-means clustering and then the project. So I think by this week the batch will finish. And then that timing will be free. So 7 to 8 we'll have class, this advance.
And
Okay?
evening 8:30, 8:30, you are only taking, no, madam, machine learning?
Yes. 8:30. I'm only taking evening 8:30.
Okay, okay. Fine, ma'am.
Yeah.
Because I took both the courses at the parallel those. That's the reason I asked.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you can join 8:30, evening 8:30, that will be intermediate, and
Yeah,
morning 7 o'clock will be your advance. So at a time,
yeah,
2 hour also is not good, right? Like you should able to concentrate also 2 hours at a stretch. So I think this is good. So evening 8:30 you can join intermediate. Today we have class, and then
yes, ma'am.
8 p.m. evening, and morning you can join this time. Okay,
Sure.
for this.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm expecting few more. They have not joined maybe because of the timing too early. But anyway, what we will do is quickly I'll take you through NumPy, which is a very important module, though it is not there in the syllabus, but it is very important for you to understand tensors. So tensor is derived from NumPy, right? Many of the functions from NumPy as it is we will be using in tensor. So those all things we will be discussing today. It's a kind of quick summarization, you can say. um, yeah, so that's what. And Python core is needed for advance. And yeah, so if you join evening, and Jamal, you can join next Monday onwards, Jamal. I told you na in the demo. From
Yeah.
next Monday onwards, new intermediate batch is starting. I'll give you access to core Python today. The recordings. You go through it. Yeah, and if you spend 2 hours, don't wait till we start the next batch. Like Monday will start, but it's better if you complete the 2 hours recording. Rest all you can continue from there. We will repeat those
So
things also. Okay,
definitely, definitely.
I'll share all the things with you guys today. Okay, so today we'll be discussing something called NumPy. I'm assuming you both are uh, very basic things like variable and other things in Python, you know, right? Vijay, what is your background? Variable, Python, function, these things are new, or you are you know it?
I know it, ma'am, because I'm a developer.
Oh, you are a developer. Okay, great. Okay, so today we'll be discussing about a library called Numpy. We'll continue today and tomorrow. Um, so the Numpy library is nothing but it's a very important library for data for machine learning. Why? Because this is the library where we will find all the maths, right? um, we'll discuss about numpy in short, because in detail we are going to sorry, in detail anyway we are going to discuss that in our intermediate class, right? So we will discuss it at high level, not in detail. Okay, so NumPy is an external package. In Python, any package you want to install, the syntax is pip install, right? Pip install and the package name. So need to, if you are using Anaconda Python, I told you to install Anaconda version of Python. I'm assuming you both have Anaconda Python. So once you have
Yes.
installed Anaconda, yeah, okay. Once you have installed Python, the first thing is pip install NumPy is not required because Anaconda will install some of the important libraries for you. So NumPy is one of such library which will be installed by Anaconda. So once the library is installed, you can import it. So you can write import NumPy and then run. Right? So import NumPy will, if it is successful, NumPy is present in your system. Like we have tried import torch, right? If torch is successful, import is successful, then torch is PyTorch is present. Here NumPy is successful means NumPy is present. Who installed NumPy? The NumPy has been installed by Anaconda, right? While installing Anaconda, it has been installed. Now, if you see dir, if you see dir and then the package name, you will find a list of all the methods that is present within this package. So there are a bunch of records like we have, you can see all of these are like mostly linear algebra we can perform, all the difficult maths we can perform. It has a huge support. If you go to the official documentation site, and here if you go to, let's say NumPy, let me show you. Universal function in NumPy, right? And then enter. So NumPy supports a bunch of maths, right? Almost everything you will find here. For every math, you will find a function exist. So for example, if you want to do simple maths operation, right? Like come, let me scroll down. Okay, so if you want to add or subtract or multiply or divide, or kind of any kind of all of this kind of stuff you want to do, sine, cosine, log, square root, GCD, LCD, trigonometric functions like sine, cos, tan, right? All the trigonometric function, it supported. Comparison operator, less equals to, not equal to, logical and, logical or, XOR, right? Followed by your everything. So this is just bunch of example, but apart from that, it also supports linear algebra. So linear algebra in the sense matrix multiplication, matrix division, then addition, subtraction, square of a matrix, rank of a matrix, everything. So this will take almost 3 hours to complete. And in the intermediate class, we will see NumPy in detail. Here we will see the basic, or at brief we will see, right? The first thing is we can create arrays. In Python, if you see list, tuple, set, dictionary data structure is there, but array data structure we can get it from NumPy. So first we will see is what is the property of array, right? Array. So how to create an array, how to create, once we have created an array, how to apply math operations in an array. So the question is machine learning, deep learning, everything is full of maths. Let's say one equation is a square plus b square plus 2abc, 2bc, right? So in this case, a square plus b square plus 2ab. So in this equation, a is a matrix, you know that, or a is a vector. So you have to square the matrix, and then you have to square the matrix, you have to add these two matrix. So all of this matrix addition, division, rank, power, inverse, everything, right? You can do using NumPy. I'll give you a nice example so that you will understand why I'm saying so much about NumPy, because tensors are built on top of NumPy. So this is a machine learning algorithm which we will be covering later in the intermediate course. So there are two things. One is your sklearn, which is a package, machine learning package. If you use the machine learning package, right? So you will write only this 3 line to implement such a huge algorithm, right? You will write. Let me show you which 3 lines you will write. Um, in machine learning. 1 second. Yeah. So this 3 line, if you implement PCA, principal component analysis, using scikit-learn, which is the machine learning library, you have to write just 3 lines. From sklearn decomposition, import PCA, sklearn PCA, and then sklearn PCA.fit transform. So this 3 lines only you have to write to implement PCA using sklearn. And you are not understanding what is going behind, but somebody has developed this library using NumPy. For this, the math, if you want to implement the math from scratch, you need NumPy. See, everything that we did here, this is the algorithm that we are implementing. See this, we are finding the covariance metrics. You will not understand anything. I'm just showing the implementation side of NumPy. Then we are doing linear NP. What is NP? NP is NumPy, right? It's a alias. Import NumPy as NP. NP.linalg. And then we are sometimes we are stacking, sometimes we are doing many things, but everything that we are doing is behind the scene. It is NumPy. So what I mean to tell you is this entire machine learning, deep learning libraries like PyTorch, Keras, and then come to your machine learning sklearn, the base library or the ultimate library that they are using to implement the very complex math algorithms are nothing but NumPy. And if you want to become a data scientist, NumPy is the library which you should be very, very, very strong with. Why? If you are strong in NumPy and tensors, you can create or you can implement, if you know the theory, you can implement any algorithm from scratch if that algorithm is not present in the library. Okay, so that is the introductory part about NumPy. So how to create an array? So first we have bunch of methods that we will discuss to create an array. Uh, Before creating an array, okay, so first let me create an array from an existing data structure. So this is my list, 7, 9, 90 and 3.4. This is my list. I want to convert this list to an array. So how to do that? I will write numpy dot array method, and in bracket I will write list1, and then if I run this, you can see I have converted the list to an array. What function I have used? Array function. So you all are beginner. So if you don't know how to use any function, you will write numpy.array, the function name, and then the question mark, and then run it. So you will find a complete description. So this function, right, array function, so it is taking object. So it is taking any data, and then converting it to an array, right? So you can understand, you can see, you can, if you scroll down, you will see examples also. If you scroll down, how to use this function, complete note you will find. See, this is how you can use this function. So how I understood about this function? By question mark, by taking help, right? So today I will give you one assignment. Bijay and Jamal, I will share you separately. Please go through NumPy recording of intermediate batch. Anyway, in the intermediate, I'm going to repeat this. But
Sure.
NumPy has a direct link with Tensor. Okay, I'll tell you how. Uh, after some time, you will understand why I'm giving so much importance to NumPy. If you are in image data, uh, all the image data are nothing but numbers, right? So it's a array basically. So we will be handling entire image data using NumPy. So NumPy is such a great library. So I'm again, this is your assignment for today. Go through NumPy complete video, 1 hour video. I'll share with Jamal and Vijay. Once your enrollment is confirmed, you'll be given access to the core driver. I will tell ma'am to add you in the drive, and please go through NumPy recordings, at least NumPy. Rest all will be covering in the class. Okay, and in 8 p.m. we are anyway starting with NumPy today. Vijay, if you attend, okay, for you Vijay, you no need to go through recording. You attend today's class, 8 p.m. class.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we are going to start with NumPy today.
Okay.
And what class do
So
we
there
have?
are
8 o'clock?
8 p.m. evening 8 p.m.
Okay,
Intermediate
evening 8.
classes there. Yeah, evening. I
Sure.
think the timing is not suitable.
Yeah, for me, yeah.
So no problem, Jamal. I'll repeat in your batch as well. Next batch, next Monday, we're starting new batch, no? So that time I will repeat.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. So the first method is np numpy dot array method, which will take a input. So I will be giving list one as input, and it will create an array out of the list. Right. So this is my first method. Now let's say I want to create an array of continuous number. Continuous number. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So then I have another method called range function. Very similar arrange function. Very similar to your range function. So arrange function takes three argument. First is your starting index. Let's say I want to start an array from 1 and till 100 I want. 1 to 100 number should be there. So if you want till 100, I will write 101. So 100, if I want till 100, I will write 101 and then the step size. So the step size is, let's say 2. So 2 to consecutive step size. Um, Spelling mistake, 1 second. Okay, so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 99. So this is a continuous array of number 1. So the first is starting is 1, the ending is I have written 101. So it will go till 100. The ending index is exclusive. Means what? Ending index minus 1. Till that it will go. And then the step size. I'm writing the step size as 2. 2 step size it will go. So 1 and then 3, 5, 7, 9 like that, right? 2 step size. So this is another array I have created using arrange method. First we have discussed about array function and then we have discussed about arrange method. So far is it clear?
I have a question, ma'am, here.
Eh,
So, in
Yeah.
core Python, right, we would have range. Just because we want to convert that range into array, we are using arrange, right?
Yes, correct. So both of the methods are very similar, range and arrange.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay. So this is another method of creating an array and the same method you will use for creating tensor. So if you remember this methods, it will help you there. Now, once we have understood array and arrange method, another method that you can use to create an array is called line space method. Line space. So line space will create an array of, um, okay, let me first write the function, right? Let's say I want 100, I want 50, what happened? Okay, so I want 100 points between uh, let's say 1 to 50. Within 1 to 50 I want 100 points, so that is my requirement. So what I will write, starting is 1, ending is 50. Within 1 to 50 I want 100 points. Within 1 to 50 I want 100 points. So all the points will be equally distributed. For example, second element minus first element is equals to third element minus second element. So the difference between elements are same, right? So what it has done, the numpy array, it has created an array starting from 1 to 50 and within this range 100 elements, right? 1 to 50, 100 elements. So this is your line space method. Line space method is again another method to create an array. Along with that, you have several other simple methods, very important for mostly math related things to create arrays. Do you know about identity matrix, anyone? Have you heard about this term identity matrix? Okay, so identity matrix is like a matrix. It's a square matrix. Square means number of rows are equals to number of columns, right? So it's a square matrix, and the diagonal elements are 1, rest all elements are 0. So when it is a square matrix or identity matrix, uh, so basically it is like multiplying 1 with any number. So if you multiply 1 with any number, you will find the same number, right? So any matrix multiplied by the identity matrix is equivalent to the same matrix. So how to create an identity matrix? For example, one algorithm is, let's say AV equals to lambda V. You will not understand. I'm just giving some blind example. Lambda V. And this is the equation of PCA, let's say, right? So AV equals to lambda V. So in this case, uh, let's say this, not lambda V, sorry, IV. So I is your identity matrix, right? So you have to multiply this identity matrix to a vector v, let's say. But how to find this identity matrix? The logic is it's a square matrix. The diagonal elements will be 1. Rest all elements in that array will be 0. The diagonal will be 1. Rest all will be 0. So that is your identity matrix. Now in this situation, in this case, identity matrix, how I will create? I have direct function available, something called EYE, identity, right? And then you just write 5 and then run. You will get an identity matrix. Why I have written 5? This is a square matrix. When I'm writing 5, it is understanding that it is 5 cross 5, right? 5 means 5 cross 5, 5 rows and 5 columns. So it is a square matrix. You can see uh, all the other elements are 0. The diagonal elements are 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So this is your NumPy array. So far all clear, Jamal, Bijay, Tushar, I think for you already it is done, right? NumPy. So we're just doing a quick revision on NumPy today.
Yes, ma'am, it's clear for me.
Okay.
And I have a question regarding the line space. So what is the use of it?
Yes. So the use is like, okay. So sometime if you, what we do is sometime we generate data if it is not there. In that case, if you want to generate data, like let's say a tensor I want to generate, I want to apply some test I want to do. Before I jump into the main algorithm, let's say I need some test data. We call it synthetic data. Let's say test data I want to create. In that case, I can create dummy data using all of this. So dummy array, dummy kind of tensors I can create, on top of which I can do some experiment. And then based on the result, I can use it in the main algorithm. This is one use case. Other use case are, so basically array. So this is a data structure. There are different ways or methods to create an array. The use cases, for example, here we will understand how to create and then other operations. Mostly the operations are very important than understanding what are the different methods to create an array. The operations are very important, right? Operations in the sense, once you have created an array, what all things you can do with the array, like addition, subtraction, all of that. So we are not going there. We will do all of this thing using tensors. So if you know tensors, you can very easily handle NumPy. Are you getting? So what we will do tomorrow is, today I'm giving time everybody to install the packages. Once the package installation is done, PyTorch, tomorrow we will start with tensor and we will do linear algebra. We'll discuss about theory tomorrow. We will discuss what is a tensor and what is a vector, what is a cross product, what is dot product. Later in the course, it is very important, and we mostly discuss about derivative. Tomorrow's class, it will be mostly theory class. We'll discuss about derivative, what is a derivative, slope we will discuss, and then using PyTorch, how to find derivative. For example, you want to find one example here only I got. Let's say you understood the concept of derivative. Now you want to try it in PyTorch, right? So you want to find a derivative. Now let's say y equals to 3x square, right? The derivative of this function you want to find. And the answer is 6x. Now 6x square. So x is a tensor or array, let's say. So how you will create an array? Sorry. So here first you need an array, right? X should be something. To validate your result, you need to create an array. Are you getting, Jamal? So for example, 6x square, you write x equals to something. So you want to validate the result. So x you need to create. X can be tensor or array. You create an array. How you will create an array? Using any of this method. Now, what kind of array you want? Whether you want array of kind of random numbers, there is a module in Python to create array of random numbers. You want to create an array of continuous number, arrange function is there. You want to convert any existing list tuple set dictionary to an array. Yes, there is existing method. You want an array of let's say equally distributed numbers like line space. Yes, function is there. Identity matrix you want to create, identity matrix is there. Let's say you want to create an array of all zeros, all ones, we have functions. Are you getting? So sometimes in real time we need such kind of data to be generated, or tensor or array should be created to do some
Okay.
experiment or
So
okay,
if I got this thing correct, so we are using this methods to create data depending upon our need when we are in the real time, right? What type of data we would
correct.
need, depending upon that we'll use this method. Correct, ma'am?
Yes, that's correct. And more usage anyway, we are going to use tensors. NumPy has a direct link to tensors. If you so there also line space is there. There also arrange is there, right? So instead of array, we will be using tensor function to convert any existing data structure to tensors. So this is just a brief introductory idea about a NumPy, and we will stop here. What I will do is, everyone, Kalyan, Jamal, I'll share with you, Tushar and Vijay. Please revise your NumPy concepts and let us connect tomorrow. We will discuss about the theory part. We'll discuss from tomorrow onwards, we'll start the content. Class will be this week. We'll connect one hour. It's more than one week demo right now. So we'll connect one hour. But having said that, just give me 2-3 days time to shift the timing from 6:30 to 7. Once the morning batch is over, the current 7:30 a.m. batch is over, we'll move this class to 7 a.m. So that's the time, 7 to 8 a.m. morning. Uh, is it clear for everyone? 7 a.m. you need to connect. I will tell you
Yes.
from which day 7 a.m. Okay. Maybe after 2-3 days, we will shift it to 7 a.m. once my batch is completed.
Sure.
Tomorrow, PM?
Yes, we have class. So to 6:30, please join 6:30, or if you want, we can little late we can join if it is too early. Or half an hour only. That's okay.
Let's
6:30, everyone.
yeah.
Okay, let us connect 6:30. I'm okay. So we'll connect 6:30 to 7:30. Okay, one hour we'll connect. Kalyan, have you installed PyTorch in your system? That's the only thing we have done so far. Installing PyTorch. uh, I think he's mute. Okay, so the only requirement for
Hello.
tomorrow's
Hello.
yeah,
So,
Mona.
sorry for the interruption, ma'am. So this is Kalyan here.
Yeah, Kalyan.
Yeah. So can you give me a quick 2-minute overview on like what was discussed in the first 30 minutes? Sorry, I joined late.
No problem. So you completed intermediate?
Yes, intermediate in the
Okay.
sense I think there are only two, right? I completed the first one.
First one, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So you know this NumPy chapter, right?
Yes.
NumPy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just giving a quick summary about NumPy, and that also we just started. We have not actually completed it. It's a huge library. It will take 2-3 hours time. But what I am saying is, if you don't know NumPy, also you can understand Tensor. But if you know NumPy, you will feel like very. It's like twins brother. So if you know one
Okay.
brother, other brother is easy to understand, right?
Okay.
So it's like that. So we just done a quick revision on NumPy, and in the last class we have installed PyTorch in our system.
Okay.
So yeah, so PyTorch recording is with DurgaSoft. I think Jamal, I shared a link, right? Exactly same way. There's no difference. So or I can share some link. You can please follow through and install PyTorch in your system. That is the
Sure,
only
ma'am.
thing you need to do. And tomorrow onwards we will start. It's a fresh batch. Nothing has been covered. Only PyTorch. And if you have time, everyone, assignment is NumPy you revise. You look
Okay.
at the video and revise. I am skipping NumPy. Why? Because anyway I'm going to cover it in part 1. And most of you have already joined part 1, or they are going to join part 1 very soon. So that's why I'm skipping this. Is it okay with everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so please see the NumPy recordings, and tomorrow let us connect. This is your assignment for today. Let us connect, and there are 100 questions on NumPy. You can do it at your own time. Tomorrow let us discuss. Please join the class sharp at 6:30 to 6:40. Within this 10 minutes, we'll start with the content. We'll start with derivatives. If you want to
Yeah. From
refresh
next
your
week
knowledge,
we'll
you
have the
can
same.
pre-prepare and come.
From next week the class will
Next
be
week
at 7 o'clock,
onwards,
right, ma'am?
sorry. Yes, mostly from next week, the class will be 7 o'clock. Let me see this Thursday, Friday. I think I need 3 class to complete the intermediate batch. Let's see. Let us connect from next Monday, 7 o'clock. Okay,
Got
this
it.
week we will connect 6:30. Is it clear? And Saturday also we have class. So Monday to Saturday we have class. Saturday no need to join 6:30. We will shift it to uh, little late, maybe 7:30 kind of. Or this Saturday we can skip. Next Monday onwards, let us join sharp at 7 o'clock. Is it clear for everyone? 7 o'clock is the timing. Only this week we are joining at 6:30.
Madam, this
Yes,
is
ma'am.
so the link that you said
Yeah,
about
Mona.
PyTorch installation. So are you going to ping, or are you going to send an email? Like how can we find that link?
I will ping in the chat window. Jamal, do you have that link? I shared you, right? In WhatsApp, can
Yes,
you?
ma'am.
Okay, if
I'm
you
gonna do
can.
that.
Otherwise, let me.
I will do that.
Yeah, yeah. There is a YouTube link, exactly same way we have installed. I mean, the installation is same. You can refer to the link, the YouTube video, or you can refer to my last class video. Uh, and it will take 10 minutes from your side. Uh, please follow the video and install PyTorch in your system. Let me know if you have any issues related to installation, except that Visual C++ issue. Tushar, is it good now? Like, did you get a solution for that?
Ma'am, redistributable was still there. I'm now trying again from that PyTorch from the website. CUDA we selected from none, then copy paste in
Ha ha
copy
ha.
paste in Anaconda prompt, the third option. So now
Yeah.
I'm trying again. Mm, the demo 4 video, that one are you referring to?
Oh, yeah.
The
Okay. So, like, Kalyan, I
legendary.
think the recording is there. Yeah, you can either go through Jamal's link that he has shared. The same thing I have shown in the class, or you can go through the recording. Anyway, it will take 10 minutes.
Okay.
You are added in the drive, Kalyan.
Not yet, ma'am. Can you send me the drive link, please, so that I will look for the recording?
I will tell Bhavani ma'am. She will
Okay.
add you in the drive. Today only she will do it.
Okay.
And then you can, I will rename the demo recording to software installation. You can see that
Okay.
and then do it in your system.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
And
Ma'am,
let me know if you have any doubt. Yeah.
okay. Sure. So when was the beginning of this session, ma'am? Yesterday or today? I mean, beginning of this
So,
training.
yesterday there was no class. I traveled from Bangalore to my hometown. So
Okay.
yesterday there was no class. We just connected today, and you have not missed anything. Don't worry.
Okay. Sure.
It is just the installation only we have done, nothing else.
Okay. Okay. That is
But
great.
we
Thank
will
you.
continue. So please do not
Sure.
miss any class tomorrow onwards. If you miss, means something you have to miss. We are
Got it.
going to
Got it.
start from, yeah.
Got it.
Okay,
Got it.
tomorrow onwards, I want everybody to join sharp at the time, same time.
Sure. Thank you, ma'am.
No problem. Okay, thank you everyone. Let us connect tomorrow and then let us continue from there.
Sure, ma'am. Just want to remind that, okay, the core Python link you said and the NumPy link you're going to send me, right?
I am going to add you in the drive and you'll get everything.
Definitely.
So the entire till pandas, everything you'll get.
Got it. Thank you, ma'am.
No problem. Yeah. Thank you everyone. Yep.
Thank you.